me tell you a secret. She's practically begging you to approach her. But if you're like 99% of men, you're completely blind to the signs that she's trying to give you. Signs like the double take, where she looks at you, looks away, then looks back at you again. Or the hair touching habit, where she just can't help but play with her hair when she looks at you. Or the orbiting, where she just keeps ending up where you are no matter how many times you move around. So stop being the guy who misses every green light. If you never want to miss the signs that women give you ever again, comment signs below and I'll send you a guide to your inbox that will help you do just that.
Something strange happened when men stopped approaching. The silence got loud.
To what point does this Shira 7 boss girl mentality, man-eater type of thing just become begging? Because I feel like we're at a tipping point here where it is becoming extremely obvious that a lot of girls in the dating pool, you guys just don't got your bag up. Like, expecting a man to fund everything in your life in order to have a shot with you, and you're asking a man for money for, like, everything. Maybe you just don't got it for yourself. Like, it's like a different thing if he offers, like, wow. So, you know, I'm sure anyone would appreciate it. But to have it as a set condition, like, I don't understand. Is this like rent a girlfriend? Like, he gotta buy you? Your wallet just must be full of flies. Like, I'm not saying we should be ashamed to be broke, but like, let's call it as it is. It seems like begging. You know, call me crazy, but I just don't think money should be at the center of a romantic relationship. Obviously, this is like a different story if it's like, oh, you know, like if I ask and he doesn't for like something like small emergency or I don't know. Obviously there's context. Obviously there's problems if he does blah, blah, blah. But this new generation of thinking where like a man gotta do this financially for me to have a shot, is it really like girl power, or is it like you're low-key just a beggar?
Women are becoming the men in dating now. Because of all of the post-Me Too, women have to now learn how to approach men in real life.
For years, the message men kept hearing was loud and clear. Don't approach. Don't talk to women at the gym. Don't approach them in public. Don't talk to them at work. Don't say hello at the store. Don't start conversations in random places. Basically, unless you were already pre-approved through an app or social circle, the safest move was to just stay quiet. So a lot of men did exactly that.
The average girl is begging and waiting for a cool, charismatic, relaxed, and confident guy to go up to her and talk to her. I promise you. And if you're watching this video and you're like, that's not me, I'm not confident, I'm not cool. How do you think cool and confident guys got confident? They made mistakes and they went out, they tried to talk to girls and they messed up. And at the end of the day, if you have to be awkward in front of a few dozen girls or a few hundred girls, but at the end you get an amazing girlfriend that's perfect for you, is it really that bad? Was it worth it? Probably. Imagine living every day without social anxiety and without wondering, oh, what would have happened if I would have approached that cute girl? You just know because you've done it. So the next time you see a girl looking at you, just go talk to her. The worst that can happen is she'll say no. If you want more positive mindset advice like this, drop me a follow.
They stopped approaching. They stopped initiating conversations with strangers. They stopped putting themselves in situations where a simple hello could turn into an awkward moment, rejection video, or public embarrassment.
I'm starting to realize that, yes, men and women are delusional, but women, y'all are very much delusional because it's a narrative, it's a false narrative on these here TikTok streets that somehow men are lonely and women are turning their back on men and men just can't get any women and, you know, so on and so. Do y'all know how many desperate women there are out here? That man could punch babies for a living and there will always be a woman there to love him, take care of him, be with him, have sex with him, do whatever, lick up the crumbs that he throws on the floor. That man could be on a DL, he could be a serial cheater, abuser, in and out of jail. There's going to be at least 1 to 2 women. I'm not lying. And not only will this woman be there for him, if he is mad at his ex, guess what she going to do? 10 toes down right with him and try to harass you too, right with him. Be obsessed with you too, right with him. There will always be a desperate, low self-esteem woman that is willing to get on all fours and bark like a dog for a man. Whatever narrative is being put on TikTok that these men have no options, no, they have plenty of options. They have plenty, more than enough. At least for the ones that's halfway decent looking. Even that don't even matter. There's always going to be a more desperate woman. The real women will admit this. Y'all know.
Instead, men redirected their attention elsewhere. Work, hobbies, friends, fitness, gaming, travel, personal goals. Life goes on pretty peacefully when you're not constantly trying to figure out whether saying hi will be welcomed or turned into a social experiment on someone's phone.
Men don't approach women here. They want us to chase them, which is so crazy to me. Even, I don't really go out too often, but when I do, barely do men come up to me and like offer to talk to me or offer to have a conversation. So I don't know what is in the air in California. If you're a guy and you're not coming up to a woman and talking to her and asking her, my friends are laughing at me, to have a conversation for like half an hour and then make a plan, you're doing it wrong. And then you're the one complaining that girls don't, my friends are making fun of me, that girls don't step up to the plate and aren't the woman that you want, but you're actually not a traditional man, so change it up.
And now something funny is happening. The same culture that spent years telling men don't approach women is now suddenly wondering why men aren't approaching women.
Most women want men to approach them. They don't approach men first.
Looks like they really do want to be approached, but
In the right way.
what is the right way? The right way is to not worry about women at all. Instead, you gotta give your life to Jesus. Let him find you the right one at the right time. If anything, women come last, because
You gotta have your fortress built before you have your queen.
Is there a shortage of men over 40? Well, they haven't got to be over 40, but when you start dating over 40, I mean, like, seriously, I'm not actively looking to date, but I have friends that are, and even just going out and just seeing, like, just going out, I'm just like, I think I'm destined to be single forever. I'm not overly concerned by that, you know, it doesn't worry me. I mean, I'd rather be fucking single, because some of the people that's out there, I mean, all the good guys, all the decent ones are taken. When you get to our age, it's like what's left? So we remain. Oh, when I have been out, they're nowhere to be fucking seen. I mean, like, where are they? Because there ain't nowhere I go, and the where I go is for ew. Absolutely fucking ew. Absolutely fucking not. Yeah, this is a woman thing. Anyone you do kind of feel a bit attracted to, guess what? They're already involved with someone, or they're an avoidant, they're emotionally immature, and it's just like, do you know what? I'm now over 40, and I'm clearly destined to be fucking single.
You start hearing complaints everywhere. Why don't men talk to women anymore? Why don't men approach in public? Where did all the confident men go? But from a lot of men's perspective, nothing mysterious happened. They simply followed the instructions.
Okay, so currently what we're having right now is a large percentage of men are choosing to not date women anymore. Okay, a large percentage of men are choosing not to date women anymore. They just feel like there's hardly any benefit from it. They also feel like they don't really know what to do. They're scared to put the wrong foot forward. There's a lot of expectations on men these days. They're sitting on the fence, right? A lot of them are choosing not to date. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because you kind of need to know how these men are currently thinking right now, because this will help you with your question. What can we do to make a man that we see and like approach us so that he makes the first move? Well, you have to make him feel comfortable. Okay, because that is one of the main reasons why men are not approaching women in real life anymore, because they don't feel comfortable enough to do it. There's a stigma currently around men just approaching women in real life. So honestly, men don't really know what to do anymore. Okay, they're like, should I approach her? Should I not? Should I just pass up a baddie? Like, what should I do? Should I just go home, watch some TV? They don't know what to do, okay? Because it's tough out here for them. Now, I'm not telling you this so that we can sit here and feel bad for men. No, I don't really care, to be honest. It is what it is, right? But I'm telling you this because you need to be the kind of woman that makes the man feel comfortable to come forward. And how do you do that? By smiling. Smiling signals to the man that you are a very warm, bubbly, friendly, approachable woman, okay? You're not going to bite his ear off. You're not going to make him feel insecure. You're not going to interrogate him. When you smile, you are sending a signal to the man that it's okay to approach me, sir. Now, smile, make eye contact with the man. It's really important to hold the eye contact as well, especially if you're kind of looking across the room. You want to kind of smile and then turn around, okay? You want to glance again, hold it for 3 seconds, and back again. Glance and back again, okay? Hold that eye contact and hold that stare for about 3 to 4 seconds and let that man scan you, okay? Because remember, men are visual creatures. Let him scan you. He's going to be scanning you. He's going to be really looking at your facial features. And the one thing that men always notice is a great smile. So make sure you are smiling, make sure you're making eye contact, and then the man should feel comfortable enough to approach you. Now, if he doesn't approach you, it could be many reasons, but hey, here's the thing. It doesn't matter what the reason is. It just means he's not the right guy for you. Okay, so you move on and you find somebody else. That's how it works.
When you repeatedly tell people their attention isn't wanted, eventually they take the hint. And once they build a life where they're comfortable without constantly chasing attention or validation, it becomes surprisingly easy to keep that distance.
Do women want to be approached by men?
Yes, please. I'm so tired of that.
A lot of guys think that women only care about looks. They don't care about confidence at all.
That's not true.
That's not true, right?
That's not true. Just don't be creepy. Yeah. Don't be creepy. Just say like, hey, like you look good.
But if a guy's ugly and has confidence, does that make him creepy?
No. But if they're like lingering around and being a weirdo, yeah, that makes them weird.
So this is for men that live here in America. We need more men approaching women. A lot of you guys know that I'm a hairstylist. I have a lot of clients. Most of my clients are women. 97% of them are single. Beautiful women with their life together. Not just single because they don't want to. Single because they can't find men. A lot of them don't want to use dating apps because they find it not so safe. However, they do try to go to grocery stores, to go to the gym, to go to the park, to charge, open spaces to see if they can find a man to talk to. But what they say is, they say that men do not approach. A lot of the time they find men that they see a guy that they really like, but they are a little bit, shy to initiate. I strongly believe that men should initiate, and so men do not initiate anymore. We need men to initiate more, please. And I really hate the toxic female here in America that hate men's approach, that any little men's approach, they are quick to call the cops, they are quick to scream, to yell, to record them. I really hate that because the real women need that and like that. We need to normalize here in America, men seeing a woman, giving her a compliment and ask her if she's single, without seeing it as harassment.
So now the dynamic feels strange. Women expecting approaches, and men perfectly content minding their own business.
If women want men to start approaching in person again,
we don't, first off, but go on.
Reject a guy, be my guest, but can we do so with a little grace? Can we let him walk away with some dick?
When a man approaches a woman, his greatest fear is that he will be rejected. When a woman has a man approach her, her greatest fear is that he will kill her. So, to answer your question in shorthand, because I feel like that's what you probably understand best, no, we cannot have some grace. Because he's basically talking about how we need to be really, really nice to guys that we reject. Don't demasculate him. Don't attack him. We need to have some grace when we're rejecting their advances. And here's the thing. If a man approaches me, I give them exactly one out. You get exactly one thank you, but no thank you. And if you walk away, everything's well. If you don't, that's all the grace you're getting. I guarantee you, you will not be leaving with your ego intact after that. And this all goes back to male entitlement. If men can't be rejected gracefully, women don't owe them grace when rejecting them.
No dramatic protest. No big announcement. Just men quietly deciding their time and peace are more valuable than playing a guessing game every time they walk into a room.
Men stop playing by the rules. And now everyone's freaking out. Let's break down why silence has become the loudest move.